Hello and welcome to Teachings in Education, Reciprocal Teaching. This video will cover everything you ever wanted to know about reciprocal teaching, including different strategies and roles. Now, let's begin with the why of reciprocal teaching. First off, it teaches students how to use questioning. Students must ask questions in order to clarify misunderstandings or missing concepts. Research has shown that reciprocal teaching actually increases comprehension of readings and subject content. Reciprocal teaching can also be seen as a metacognitive learning strategy. Students can use these strategies as they advance in their academic careers. It's also a great way for teachers to get a dialogue going in the classroom. In this way, students are participating in the lesson. And perhaps most importantly, for students, it's a form of active learning, where students are engaged in a student-centered lesson. Next, we'll take a look at just one of the many ways to implement reciprocal teaching. Step 1. Teach all students the Fab Four learning strategies, which include questioning, clarifying, summarizing, and predicting. All will be covered in detail. Next, teachers can gather students into small groups and assign them roles of the Fab Four strategies. Third, the teacher begins the reading and asks questions. Students take notes using the strategies they were taught. Next, students take the role of the teacher by leading the discussions and asking questions themselves, all with the purpose of extracting meaning from the text. Lastly, the teacher closely monitors and offers guidance. Again, this is just one of many variations on reciprocal teaching. Now let's examine one of the Fab Four learning strategies, questioning, which essentially involves readers asking themselves questions throughout the text. Students should ask themselves questions such as, what are some ideas and themes from the text? When students take on the questioner role in reciprocal teaching, any question that comes to mind should be written down. The questioner will ask others in the group, or even answer it themselves and then share. It is important that the questions are created while searching for meaning from the text. On to the next of the Fab Four, which is summarizing. Here, readers discriminate for essential information in the text. In summarizing, students identify the main idea and themes, whereas for questioning, students identify sub-themes and supporting ideas. The summarizer role usually comes near the end of the passage or reading text. Summarizers must get the, quote, gist of the reading, and make sure that everybody else gets it as well. To best convey the gist to others, it's best to use short and concise statements, making it easy for everyone to understand. Real quick, I want to ask that you subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and check the description for resources on reciprocal teaching. Now let's get back to it. Here we have clarifying. Readers assess their own understanding of the text. It begins by first identifying difficulties and misunderstandings while reading. Clarifying does require some outside research at times. The role of the clarifier is to find answers and to clarify some of the ideas and questions posed by the group, as well as elaborate whenever there is an opportunity to do so. In general, when reading a passage, students must clear up any confusion by looking at the context clues or looking up definitions of vocabulary. Continuing on to predicting, usually the first of the four strategies used in reciprocal teaching. Students simply predict what they think they'll learn from the text. This requires students to sometimes tap into any prior knowledge that they have. For example, a text about baseball elicits prior knowledge on the sport. The predictor role may begin the reciprocal teaching cycle by predicting where the text may take the readers. Readers can hypothesize by paying particular attention to headings, titles, and pictures. They may also skim and scan the text to make more educated guesses. And now we'll get to the last section, which are different types of reciprocal teaching lessons. One way to carry out reciprocal teaching is to have just the teacher lead the discussion, and all students must read the text and are responsible for all four roles. You could also have one student take the lead role and all others are responsible for all four roles. And even another type of reciprocal teaching is where all students cycle through the Fab Four and no one is the leader. Again, there are many variations to reciprocal teaching. You have to find out what's best for your classroom. Right now, I want to say thank you for your time. Subscribe, like, and share this video. Also, don't forget to check the resources in the description below.